hitting up a J right after. We got off the phone, yeah, we just reconnected. Been a while since we spoke. You tell me that it's been destined, but the uncertainty, baby, it made you shy away. Now you're not saying I won't make it, what you trying to say?
Hey there, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Sherman here, the Crazy Asian. It's Monday. This is Monday 16th, March 16th, Monday, and we're in full-on mode of the coronavirus. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of volatility in the markets, and a lot of here in the Houston area, basically all schools are canceled. Actually, I don't know of any schools that are actually open, any public schools. The universities are closed. Houston, the Houston School District was already going to have spring break this week anyway, so they're just coinciding with that. But then a lot of businesses are encouraging people to be working from home. I know my mom, who works for Rice University down in downtown Houston, was informed to work 3 days from home this week as people are practicing social distancing, right? So basically trying to have less contact with people. I was recently reading how in some other states and cities, they're having a look at restaurants, bars, clubs, casinos, even having less groups of less than 50 there. So there's a lot that's happening right now. This is kind of unprecedented. Right now I am driving, it's 4:12 in the afternoon. So number one, well, let me just finish this. It's 4:12 in the afternoon. I can get home without any traffic right now on the freeway. This is insane. It says I'll get there in 23 minutes to get home. Typically around this time it's going to take me about 40 just based on traffic patterns, and so that's really unprecedented. What we're going through right now with restrictions of travel, different countries, even looking domestically, there isn't any restrictions yet, but there is questions of where have you been, where are you coming from. And so, heck, I have a checkup with my foot tomorrow at 9, and the doctor's office called me and said, "Hey, do you have a fever? Do you have shortness of breath? Does anyone in your family have that?" So we have this, even they, for me coming in for a checkup for my foot, are concerned because they're constantly seeing people and they don't want to put their own employees and the medical personnel at any risk. Even though it's a podiatry, so foot, legs, hip, it's basically the waist down, but they want to put themselves at risk for obvious reasons. So that really is quite interesting. There was a lot of emails to get through today, moving any kind of meetings to Zoom if I could. A lot of your chambers of commerce are canceling events. A lot of events are just being canceled. We were meant to run a 5K on Saturday. I was going to do my scooter, and that got canceled. I was out in the Katy area, and so people are just being cautious. They, it might not be necessarily us that are healthy right now, but it's us that can be carriers to those people that that are loved ones, the older, those that are frail physically. So there's a lot of people who are going to be working from home, working remotely. It'll be interesting to see how this plays into the psyche for a lot of people. Does this change the way that we do things? Are there people that are working more remotely, if possible, in order to have social distancing, right? So even once the coronavirus is gone, do we then engage differently? And I know that's weird to be thinking about already when we're still in the midst of everything, but again, it's you start planning these things ahead, and you want to know the way that you want to be able to make sure that you're keeping your employees safe, you're keeping everybody that you really have a responsibility over safe. So for us at home, I am leaving work early because my sons are off. This is now this last week for them was spring break, and so I have elementary, middle school, and high school age boys, and a no school age boy. So 4 sons, and so I'm gonna be going to work a little bit earlier and checking out at around 4 or so to be able to make sure that I'm helping man that side of the front of the life. So even though I already get to work early, but there's not going to be late meetings because there's no networking that's going to be going on. Tonight we're going to have a call night, bring in some pizzas and stuff, but we're going to forgo that just based on what we're going through right now. And then there's meant to be an evening event on Thursday night. That's canceled. There's no youth events. Our church, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We've canceled meetings, which is really a first. I mean, we've canceled before up in Wisconsin due to snow or ice, but never before has it been canceled for the foreseeable future. Want to be safe during these times. I think people's safety is more important than the inconvenience of things. A lot of things being done online, a lot of invitations. Did a lot of work on LinkedIn on Friday, inviting probably about 50 people or so to connect digitally. So that's where we're at. Hope you're all doing great. Sherm's out. This is amazing. Never been home this quickly before. This is crazy, especially at that time.
But I do this cause I live like I'ma die today. Passionate about it, you gotta have it of doubting. I gotta have it of working and earning it. I am out in the city of angels. I know that they're looking out for me. This is my testimony for all of y'all that been doubting me. The evidence is evident. Music is my medicine, my testament. Meant to be true to you, a legend in the making. Make the best of every moment. Cause nothing lasts forever, but forever I'll be focused. Focus on the now.